Hey guys, Crowangel Gaming here and bringing you the latest mods for Fallout 4 on the PlayStation 4. Now, as I say each and every week, please don't forget to like the videos and also please check out some of the other content that is on the channel, because without your guys' help, the channel can't grow, and without your guys' support and without the channel being able to grow, it ain't probably going to last very long. But I'm going to still keep trying to put them out whether you guys watch them or not anyway. So please check them out, give them a like, and keep on helping this channel to build up in its popularity. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed and who tunes in on a week-to-week basis. I do appreciate it. And one thing I do want to say as well, if you're a fan of Skyrim, then there's currently currently the Creation Club is now out for that, if you didn't already know. Not a lot of stuff on there at the moment, but pretty much like when Fallout started off, and even still today, it does take a bit of time to get the mods approved. I suppose that's what they're really trying to do, or they're just sitting on the thumbs, but who cares? Anyway, so yeah, if you are interested in Skyrim mods as well, then obviously I do a mods review for Skyrim, and I also do a Creation Club one, which I'll do for I do the Fallout Creation Club mods as and when there's something to update at the moment, until they start coming out on a day-by-day, week-to-week basis. And same goes there for the Skyrim ones. If you are interested in checking out what the Skyrim ones do have to offer at the moment, then there is a video up on my channel. And also I've done a mods showcase live stream, which unfortunately had a few technical errors halfway through, but I was able to finish it off with just a normal video upload, which continues to show the survival mode mod, which basically is the it's kind of like the I need mod, where you need to feed your character sleep and keep them in warm clothing and things like that. So if it is something you're interested in, check it out. Anyway, on to this week's episode, and we have got the latest mods. If you missed it last week, we did one of the subcategories, so again, that is on the channel. Please go and check it out. There is a Rivet City mod showcase actually on the mods playlist at the moment as well, and that's pretty much everything. So. What we're going to do, the other thing I want to mention, stay tuned for some of the gameplay that I've been doing from this, because you will see a couple of the mods featured, especially, most notably, the Craft Your Own Robot mod, which you can see highlighted here at the top right now. I've managed to finally put this one into practice, and needless to say, when you see Liberty Prime walking around like that, you are going to get Liberty Prime in his full aggressive mode. I did it right on the final mission, one of the final missions for Nuka World, seriously outnumbered, and I thought, okay, why not have a bit of fun with it. I spawned a Liberty Prime to help me take on all of the raiders, and let's just say bloody massacre was the understatement on that one. So when I do get around to uploading that one, because I'm still working through the last of the Far Harbour uploads and a few of the other stuff as well at the moment, so when it does get around to that, please check it out, because it is pretty funny when it happens. Especially considering the fact when you enter a building, Liberty Prime still tries to enter with you, and all you see is this massive pair of feet walking around inside an inside location. Anyway, okay, Xenotropium is Xenotronium 03 is one of the latest mods. Personally used for Castle Cleaned and okay. A starter's gift for PlayStation 4. This is a PlayStation 4 version of its very first mod, as I get better and make more mods that are friendly to all consoles, so PlayStation 4's users, you haven't been forgotten. It tries to make creative mods with the game assets, only that's all we'll like. Okay, it doesn't really go on to say anything about what the mod does. Oh, okay, sorry, yeah, it does right there. I completely missed it. The mod adds a laser pistol and some ammo to the Sanctuary Root Cellar shelf above the medkit box. Enjoy. Okay, not wildly exciting there, unfortunately. Right, our Good Neighbor Safe House mod, PlayStation 4. This is the latest mod, a railroad safe house player home in Good Neighbor. Will have frame rate issues if ran with his Brotherhood of Steel Good Neighbor player home on the PlayStation 4. Run fines on PC. Not sure about Xbox, but unfortunately we're not covering those. We're covering the PlayStation 4, unfortunately. So yeah, little player home for Good Neighbor. A Sanctuary rebuild. This mod cleans Sanctuary and puts working street lamps next to the road. Before you download this mod, make sure you pre-war. Okay, right. All trash houses are now replaced, apparently. Okay, right. I'm going to stop right here with this because there is quite a lot of different ones out there like this. I can't really showcase something at the moment that I haven't been able to record, but I have actually done my own sanctuary rebuild. Put the tree, like you can see there, back. But I haven't rebuilt all the old houses. I've kind of built my own houses in place of where all these other houses actually are. I will be doing a live stream at some point. I really want to make sure that I'm completely happy with what I've done. I mean, it doesn't look perfect by far, but I've put a lot of work into my sanctuary, more than I've probably done on the others, more than I've attempted to do on the one I was trying to do on Starlight Driving. Originally, I was going to do a Gotham, as I call it, but intentionally spelling it wrong. It's not Gotham, Gotham with the like there at the end of it. I built a massive platform, put like a sewer system underneath, and unfortunately, I made the sewer system that convoluted. There was like twists and turns underneath the. What I leveled off the street kind of thing, and then built underneath that with like sewer tunnels. Really, but for my own benefit, to put like stuff down there, like lizard creatures and all types of stuff for you to go in and fight. But I think it's becoming more of a pain in the ass than anything else because the area is so vast, and unfortunately, the building tools, even with some of the modded stuff, doesn't make for what you have in your head transitioning over to what you want to do on the game. So I'm going to work on Sanctuary and showcase that one more, but I will be doing a live stream when I finally am satisfied with 99% of all these settlements out there. And I'll start from the top of this settlement list and I'll go through them all. The only ones I won't be doing any work on at the moment, as I've mentioned before, is the Far Harbour ones because they're a pain in the ass. Mostly because every time I arrive at the settlement, you have to defeat wave after wave after wave of these creatures, fix the fog condensers all the time, and I just can't seem to get anything done over there. So I'm going to focus on the Sanctuary ones and then do a separate live stream when I eventually get around to doing the Far Harbour ones or any other outside of the Commonwealth ones. Anyway, yeah, so basically the Sanctuary rebuild, download it if you are interested in it, but if not, there are other mods out there which actually will clean up Sanctuary. There are mods you can download which lets you replace these cracked roads with the original textures. There's a mod where I'm probably going to lose my place here when I go through them, but I'm not sure which one of mine it actually is, but I'm just going to quickly have a look for it. One of the mods I've got, and I wish I knew exactly which one it is. It might be Workshop Items base game, or it could be Workshop Items, or it could be Skylines PlayStation 4 Workshop. One of these mods, yeah, it's not letting me do it from there. Yeah, one of these mods lets you basically have the original textures for Sanctuary. It takes a lot of work to try and actually put them down, but if you do want to rebuild the Sanctuary player home as well as possibly some of the others, and you've got the patience and time to focus just on that one settlement, the textures are there. You will need you'll need a mod that lets you scrap everything, and I mean everything, including the pavements and the grass mounds and everything else that is on that is in the area. Because in order to put these road textures down, you need to be able to put the existing pavement, otherwise it just will not connect. You also need a good mind for which piece. For basically, it's like a giant jigsaw. You've got to fit all the different pieces of Sanctuary together. I started doing it, and then I found that I was spending more time on that than trying to get through the gameplay. I'm trying to get through the gameplay side of Fallout 4 at the moment, so I can just focus on mods showcases whenever I need to actually do them. Because obviously, as most people know, Assassin's Creed Origins is coming out soon. I've got to plan what I'm going to do with that, if I can even afford it at that moment, because obviously with 2 kids it is pretty expensive. Obviously in spring as well we've got Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm trying to wrap up a couple of my older games, not finish them. I am no way, in any way, shape or form finished. I'll still be doing the actual mod reviews, I'll be doing the Creation Club. But in terms of modded gameplay, I probably am going to be wrapping up with the videos. I'm actually way ahead. Because I've mentioned before, I am way ahead on the modded gameplays. In terms of, I've completely finished Nuka World now, and I have actually moved on to some of the other stuff, which I didn't do when I was rushing through to try and take down the Institute and everything else. So I've been doing a lot of the follower stuff, finishing up all the little submissions, not the miscellaneous ones, the main quest lines, things like the missions you can pick up in Good Neighbor, where you work for Bobby and you've got a tunnel actually underneath Good Neighbor. I've been doing all those type of stuff. I've been doing the follower missions. Guaranteed I screwed up before I could even get Preston's, if you can even have one for him. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I've been doing things like the USS Constitution. That is it Constitution or Independence? Stealing it. I don't know. It's basically the mission where you work for the robots on board the giant ship and things like that. So yeah, those will be coming to an end pretty soon for me. You guys as viewers, if you tune into them, you'll be getting the end of the Fall Harvest stuff soon, going on to Nick Valentine's personal mission, and then it carries straight on into Nuka World. When you do see the Nuka World one, you'll be seeing some of the mod showcases there as well, because I had downloaded a mod to make Nuka World even better than it has ever looked in its life. Excuse me. And whilst you're actually doing this, whilst you watching the videos, should I say, as well, you'll actually notice as I go through, I try to theme the costumes for each of the zones that you have to actually visit. So that just adds a little bit of extra fun to it. Anyway, I knew I had a lot to get off my chest beforehand, but yeah, if you're still with me here, thank you for listening, and just basically a little bit of a channel update included regarding Fallout 4 in with the video. So anyway, moving on. We have got Scoremeet requested on Xbox One. No idea. Don't put dog meat. What? That's normal again. Okay. Cater Fungu combat rifle. Cater Fungu combat rifle. Sorry, just got a text message while I'm trying to do it. Cater Fungu combat rifle. Icy is the statue in between Red Rocket and Sanctuary Hills. 250 damage and 50 plus. What? Plus 50 ice crit ice. Ice crit ice. Explosive bullets, 44 attachment points. Retexture is still Tech Band 2. Or. Okay, yeah. Exotic enemies, not a new mod. Sorry, I do apologise for this. It is an urgent to reply to whilst I'm trying to actually do this at the same time. I should just turn the bloody phone off at the same time, but hopefully should be it now. New kinds of enemies will appear in the Commonwealth. What is exotic enemies? The mod aims to create all kinds of new NPCs. It basically just creates a whole bunch of different random looking things. I can't believe this is actually going on. 2 seconds. Right, I do apologise about that. Unfortunately, the wife and kids are out, and obviously the telephone goes. I need to answer it just in case there's something wrong. I do humbly apologise. Right, hopefully we can now continue on with this. Basically what this does, it spawns a bunch of different looking NPCs who might come after you at different times throughout the game. You might get ones dressed up in baseball uniforms, and they said different army based ones and suits as well. Enemy list comes from baseball champions, federals, longshoremen, army renegade, synth raider, native, escaped vault boy, okay, pirates and smugglers, and there's probably a couple more in there as well, but anyway, yeah. Right, Xenotronium, one again. Sanctuary Hills Rebuild, another one for Sanctuary Hills Rebuilt. Fixed issues with other mods, made buildings and foundations removable. Again, this doesn't really fix Sanctuary, it just basically fixes the player home by the looks of it mostly. Again, there are mods which you can do this for yourself, but if you're not that good with doing all that, then this one might be for you. One thing I will add, if you want to make your settlement look extremely good, there are mods out there, and if you type it into the search bar trees, you can actually find a mod that will let you add all of the trees to the Commonwealth settlements again. And surprisingly enough, even with the rest of the settlement looking like it's a post-nuclear wasteland, you add a couple of trees in, and it's amazing how much it starts to look like a pre-nuclear wasteland area again. But yeah, in my sanctuary I added a bunch of tall trees and all like other trees. Watch out though, because it will alter your frames per second if you put too many, as I found, and I suddenly started staggering all over the place. Crazy Safari, we covered this one before, but this one basically makes all of the NPC enemies that you might encounter throughout the outer Commonwealth areas like Nuka World and Far Harbour. It enables the enemies to start spawning in the Commonwealth as well, so you don't necessarily have to go all the way over there just to encounter them. This one does require the DLC for Far Harbour and Nuka World. Gorgebug. Okay. Gorgebug, a fly Gand, found in Vault 111 exterior. He will not haul your junk, he will follow you around and protect you. Not really sure how much protection you're going to get from a glowing fly. Posters of the Commonwealth is a workshop item, just allows you to put all the various posters that you might encounter, like Vim signs and like movie posters, vault signs, etc. It turns all those into craftable things which you can put up in your Commonwealth area. Choose your own perks. This is one that I've actually downloaded myself and I use as well. This mod allows you to select your own perks, obviously, as it says on here. You will encounter the perk locker outside of Vault 111. It's literally just on the outside of where you first come out of the vault. It shouldn't conflict with any other things that drop things outside of Vault 111 as well. When you do open them in the order that they show, because they are actually in order. And if you read magazine 3 before you read magazine 1, you won't get the perk, or it might screw things up. One thing with this as well, it's what's called, if you're going to use this one as well, don't expect to see the changes on your perk chart. Occasionally, if you're not up to level yet, or if a perk requires you to be of a certain level, it won't show up as opened. But when you get to that particular level where it would normally be selectable, you'll notice that the star has been filled. But you will feel the benefit from it. So if a perk doesn't open until you're level 40 and it gives you steadier aim, you'll feel the benefit of the steadier aim, but you won't see the changes on the perk map until you actually hit that level. There are a couple of mods. There are a couple of openings still for you to fill in the upgrade, but it won't really affect you that much because the ones which you have to fill in, basically you're going to accumulate that many extra points to stick in there anyway. This perk locker does not change strength, charisma, luck, agility, and so on and so forth. You can still put your perk points into those if you want to max them out first, and the other ones will be completely unlocked, and you just add 1 star towards the end of a couple of the other ones which they don't have the actual magazine for some reason. Thicket executions. Okay, settlement quest. Right, fixed. Fix the issue where non-existent enemies were causing the workbench not to be usable. Fix executions. The quest only install if you have already drained the quarry, unless you want to build there while it is flooded, and don't have any intention on draining it. I do apologise, people ringing me non-stop. Hang on, just let me mute the camera. And we're back. Like I said, usually when I tend to actually do these, either it's the nap time for my kids, or back obviously my wife is actually talking about somewhere for the afternoon, just so I can get it done. Unfortunately, today we've got like 1,001 things we're trying to do at the same time, so I'm getting rung left, right, and centre trying to actually get this done. Trying to actually solve their problems as well as actually do these at the same time. Right, basically it gives a short quest line, like 5 to 10 minutes, that gives you ownership of a settlement, defeat Thick, get your special weapons, the Thicket rifle, also getting the perks with the rifle. Find all 3 notes and get a bit of story, as well as a mention of new characters, Op, Salvo, and Carter Mason. I'm going to have to fly through these because unfortunately the things I'm actually needed for are it's only stuff I can do, unfortunately. Sanctuary Max Crafting Resources basically gives you a Garden of Eden Curation Kit suitcase outside of Sanctuary, and it's got a ton of resources in. Brother of Steel, Good Neighbor Player Home, straightforward. Cyborg Metal IQ. Waterworld, as you can see, I favorited this one. I will be doing a mod showcase on this when I get towards the end of all the content, because obviously I don't want to screw anything up that I've got in my current stuff. Leave Action Icy, weapon mod. Xenotronium Mod 2. Shreezy's Fenway Apartment. Just give you a quick preview of this one. I'm not going to go through the thing, it does require money. And it's pretty nice looking, I must admit. There are a bunch of nice aesthetics in there, a bit of clothing, and this one is in the Fenways. Apartments adds fully complete and decorated 3-level house, true split left level loft style apartment with exposed bricks and so on and so forth. And probably with most cases like this, there are a fast travel for you to actually look at as well. Brahmin Milk in the Commonwealth, Overgross Immersive Living, R3Z base mod. Make a burning knife craftable and so forth. Okay. Clean Minutemen general outfit. Fixed pack Creation Club horsepower armor edition is not the horsepower army. It just basically just adds extra stuff onto the existing Creation Club mod, and you do have to have it to start with, unfortunately. Balance muscle for both genders. Club NPC's Gauche rifle. Okay, another one that you have to own the Creation Club mod before you actually use this mod. Atmospheric Worlds, Captain Noob's improved BFG 9000. Okay, another one where you have to own the mod before you can use the improvements on it. Modular Backpack, again, Creation Club item that you need to own the item first. Ultimate Cheat Mod. Okay. Custom Crafting Stations. Okay, this mod contains 4 types of crafting mats. Each has 2 different height levels, so they can be used on tables or counters. Once placed, you can add default clutter around mods such as OC Decorator. The mats that are linked in the settlement workshop. Cooking and chemistry mats are invisible, while the armor and weapon mats are on metal plates. For some reason, menu item icons of the clutter no longer show. Being placed, returned back into the crafting menu. Okay, so yeah. Just adds a bunch of different stuff that you can add. Instead of most of your stuff insisting on being placed on the floor, this will actually put things on tables and probably on the second shelf as well. Skyscraper Settlement. Sniper. Again, if you're going to use weapon mods, I highly recommend Legendary modifications, because you can make your own modifications and you don't necessarily have to have a specific weapon mod. Snipers of the Commonwealth, Scarecrow's Tweaks, unofficial DLC projects, Freefall Nuclear Edition, Freefall for Harbour, Portable Nuclear Jetpack, Cheat Room Automatron Patch, Cheat Room, Settlement Supplies Expanded, Moddable Robot Settlers. There are quite a few different ones of these actually. Power Armor Frame Crafting Busty Mod, which seems to pop up every single week on the latest. Okay. Poop Hole Shooter adds a new area to VATS that you can actually shoot somebody up the poop hole. Open Sea Project, right? This is one that I've actually favorited at the moment because I want to try this one out as well. Boats at the castle will take you to the ships at the Open Sea Workshop. They've basically took the ship that I was on about, that I was doing the missions on earlier, that one, and they've placed it out in the open water. I think, unless the screenshot is misleading. And as you can see, you can actually use a workbench on there and have your own little home away from home out on the open sea. This, I must admit, after trying out the Rivet City mod and then seeing this one, I'm a lot more optimistic about this one. Invoker Grey usually does do quite a few good things, so if you are interested in having a open sea ship, pirate ship, then this one definitely will be for you. Power Muscle Male Muscle Preset, Good Neighbor Player Home with Workshop, Enhanced Stats Ring, The World is Dying mod, which pops up all the time, Pitch Black version, Balanced Female Muscle, Glassarimph, a moving maze of... Oh, there's a little side quest. Okay, I've actually done something similar like this on one of mine. I've used the glass things to make a little maze, but yeah, this does look pretty damn good, I must admit. This looks about 10 times better than what I did, but yeah, okay, I'm going to put that into favourites and check that out. It looks something like that movie The Cube, if you've ever seen that one. Old sci-fi film. Well, I say old, not that old, but yeah. Junker's Air Barge. Junker's Air Barge, your home in the sky. Junker's Air Barge, unique player home. Unfortunately, it's not showing a screenshot. Suspended in the air by rockets and other technology. And actually, that's pretty damn cool looking, I must admit. Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff there you can add on to it as well. Nice. NPCs Travel. Restored content, mythic monsters, UCOs, Morgan Spacer. Again, you need on the Creation Club stuff for that. Patch, simple green seasons in spring, and so on and so forth. And this is mostly the stuff that we see week in, week out now. We use so laundromat allows you to make dirty and clean clothes out of the same stuff. Wacky Weapons Workshop, again, post end game Minutemen. Finch Farm and Grey Garden Overpass elevators. Starpoint. Vertiburden's Sanctuary Hills will take you to Starpoint. Kill a huge monster, settle the islands, adds hours of gameplay if you like to build. The boats at the mainland island will take you to other places like doors. Okay. Fully nav mesh spawned NPCs will not work yet. Indoor cells not set up yet. Okay, so this is a work in progress, so use it at your own risk. Bertie had another one by Invoker Great. So hopefully this might be something that you want to look at for the future as well, or keep on your favourites list to see when things do start to get a little bit more thing. You've got Starpoint Island, UFO, Cat Island, Plane Crash, Volk, All White House, Water Landing, Pirate Ship, random tugboats and more. So obviously he has put a lot of work into this, and it's a completely original area by the looks of it as well. No fusion core drain while running. Curie's long hair mod. Okay, if you don't like a short cropped hair. Grave, unofficial DLC project. Shish kebab. Equilibrium weapon balance fixes. Charles overhaul the total Fallout revamp. Fix pack CC swamp camo. Captain Noob renamed Dogmeat. Buttercup Dogmeat rename. Posters of Far Harbour, much like the ones there that I showed before, the posters of the Commonwealth. Posters of Nuka World, so if you want some of the Nuka World posters as well. Posters of the Commonwealth, straightforward there. Smoke grenades, Golden Gun, weapon mod. Huge and fit, whatever that means. Oh, second mod. In the mod, it changes the sliders of body, making it obtain a huge and fit female character. Okay. Fairline Hill settlements with fix. Captain Noob's buff Chinese stealth armor. You do need to own the Chinese stealth armor from the Creation Club though. Improved prototype Gauss rifle. Build your own Commonwealth. I think that's supposed to mean. Build your own castle. Sorry. Yeah, build your own castle. Just adds a bunch of different stuff so you can fix the castle proper, but don't forget, judging by what I've seen on here, there isn't too much of... Oh, actually, yeah, it is really. You can see some of the better castle wall features there. One thing on the inside of the castle is the fact that the rubble, even with the scrap or what mods, you still can't remove some of the ground rubble. So you probably still won't have that in there as well. I do apologise again for going through these quick. I'm desperate now to try and sort out some family stuff that we're trying to actually handle at this moment. Workshop turret pack, and that sounded more ominous than what it's actually meant. Now, I need my opinions actually needed on something. I need to get back to him about it straight away. Unfortunately, it's not something that it's something that's quite time sensitive. Okay, that's pretty much it. I'm going to end the live stream here. As I said, unfortunately, when I started this, I didn't realise the phone was going to be going off 24/7 and getting text messages left, right, and centre. I do humbly apologise, especially after the catastrophe with the live stream ending whilst I was trying to do the Skyrim survival mod review. I'm going to wait till my wife is actually home before I even try doing the Skyrim this Skyrim mods review. So hopefully that one will be a lot less interrupted, and we can actually run through that one no problem. Again, I humbly apologise. Please just hopefully we can get things sorted again by next time. And if there was any, what I will do, if there was any of the mods on the latest that I've been through that you was interested in that I wasn't able to cover, drop me a line in the comments and I will upload a video just specifically on that one, or I'll try and combine a few of the different ones that are actually requested to know about. Again, I am really sorry. Unfortunately, sometimes life does get in the way when you're trying to do things. So again, sorry. Please leave a like on the videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully by next week we can get things a little bit more peace and quiet, and we'll be able to actually do this proper. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you have already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.